So I have created a list of my dream Misfits boxing card, and this is going to be absolutely amazing. Wait until you hear the first fight of the night. I mean, the first fight of the night deserves a main event card itself, but here it goes. First we have FaZe Temper vs Alex Wasabi. This is a fight that's possibly going to happen in the future. Both men want to prove something. I know Wasabi is coming off a win, but he's been pulling out of fights. But it's not his fault, to be fair. His injuries have been happening as well. FaZe Temper got brutally knocked out by Slim on the Misfits boxing card, and I was there, so make sure you check out that vlog if you want to see that fight. I think Temper KOs Wasabi, but I think they both have a lot to prove before this fight even happens. Now for the second fight of the night, which is a big surprise, it is Slim versus Gib. This is a fight everyone has been wanting to see for such a long time now, but we just haven't seen it yet. And if this happens at Wembley 2023, that will be absolutely amazing, maybe even as a co-main event. I think Slim at this point will possibly KO Gib. I'm a bit scared about that fight, but after seeing Gib wipe the floor with Austin McBroom, I have more confidence in him. Now thirdly is a fight that a lot of people don't really know much about, but it's Hasim versus Vidal Riley, KSI's ex-trainer. Those two were meant to fight as well, but sadly the negotiations broke down. So if this fight actually happens in the future, which is very unlikely, this would be an absolutely amazing fight to actually show if Vidal Riley has truly got what it takes to become a hungry fighter who's going to go up for many titles in the future. Who wins this fight? I think Vidal wins the fight. He's been KOing a bunch of people. I haven't seen a lot of Vidal though, and I haven't seen a lot of Hasim. I think both fighters need more experience before they fight each other, but that's going to be an interesting fight. Vidal Riley has even said in one of his videos that he will be interested to fight Hasim Rockman Jr., and I'd love to see that fight. Now we have Deji versus Logan Paul, a fight that is most likely going to take place Wembley 2023, and this will be on the co-main event of Jake Paul versus KSI. Who wins this? I think as of now, Logan Paul. Even though he's never won a fight, I just think Deji might struggle with the reach and the height of Logan Paul, but who knows what can happen. It's boxing, it's a dangerous sport, anything can happen. We're seeing Deji fighting Floyd Mayweather. This is going to be an interesting fight. If Deji beats Floyd Mayweather, I think people are going to start talking about Deji versus Jake Paul rematch, and then KSI versus Logan, the third match, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. Here is another fight that could have happened, but negotiations again, they just broke down, especially because Tommy Fury now has a baby, and yes, I've given it away. Tommy Fury versus Tyron Woodley. This fight would be absolutely amazing. I would love to see this fight. Both men have a lot to prove. Woodley has just lost against Jake Paul. He got knocked out and he lost the first one. He still believes that they won the first one. I personally thought it was a draw, but Jake Paul won that fight fair and square. And then Tommy Fury, the last fight we saw him was against Daniel Baishongshvi, and he fought at Wembley Stadium and he did knock him out, but I mean, it wasn't like the best fight in the world, to be honest. If this fight's happen, I think it's a major W, and I think it's a fight that everyone would want to see. Tyron Woodley obviously losing the first one and the second one, and then also Tommy Fury, he needs to prove himself as a proper fighter ever since he backed out of the fight against Jake Paul. I think this proves who is a better boxer, and don't get me wrong, I know the experience isn't there for Tyron Woodley in boxing, but he has a lot of experience in MMA where he has been fighting for a long time, so I think this is quite an even matchup because they both have something to prove. Now lastly is a fight that everyone wants to see, and I'm sure you know what the fight is. Yes, it is Jake Paul versus KSI, a fight that every single person who is a boxing fan or an influencer boxing fan, whether you like the guys, whether you hate the guys, you want to see the fight happen deep inside of you. This fight is the ultimate fight, the best fight, the nightmare versus the problem child, the fight that this whole 2 years of boxing has been building up to, especially influencer boxing, just to see this fight happen. Anyway guys, thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe if you are new, like the video, road to 230 subscribers. Thanks for watching and peace.